Okay, guys, we're back, and Keith's back on with me. How are you, Keith?
I'm all right. How are you?
Could be better.
Could be better.
Could be better in the Liverpool universe, I suppose, at the moment. But obviously Thursday night now, 2 days at Anfield. Burnley are the visitors. I tell you, this is a must-win. This is a three-pointer, and we just need 3 points. We need to score goals, but we need to get 3 points, Keith. Simple as that. We need 3 points.
I think it's going to be exactly the way everybody else has played against us since certainly this season. They're going to be banks 4-4, dogged, putting their bodies on the line. They'd probably end up creating as many chances as United did, a couple chances the other day.
Yeah.
We've got a makeshift defence. We are going to cough up a 8 chance and potentially another, or potentially 2 in a match. And it's listen, that's the format of this match on Thursday. We're going to have all the ball. We'll come out with something to prove. We play well, and then I just hope to God we don't start looking like we're running out of ideas.
Like the West Brom game, basically. Like the West Brom game.
Yeah, and then the patterns aren't working. And we need something else, and we need a new dynamic. It's as simple as that now at the moment. But I don't think we have the personnel to actually do it now at the moment. Listen, I think you'll have to play Thiago that little bit further forward on Thursday, and maybe look to see if he can unlock that defence.
Yeah.
There's no need for him to play 6. Obviously, if we have Matip back, which he should be back, he's training, he slots into defence there, and that frees us up then. But listen, creativity is just escaping us now at the moment.
Yeah.
Generally, at the back we've been fantastic. We were fantastic against United at the back. I thought, played very well with a makeshift defence. Midfield, we controlled the game for large periods. They had a spell where they could have nicked it, but generally we controlled the game very well.
Yeah.
So there's no issue in that in those 2 departments. It really is just
going forward.
And listen, I think Trent's off it. He's either hitting it too long or he's not beating the first man. Andy Robertson is putting in some good balls, but the runs aren't being made.
There's no one there.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Matip, I think, will play. I think he was touch and go for the United game, and I think he just said, listen, you have a game Thursday night at Anfield. We'll play it there. That frees up Henderson then if Matip plays with Fabinho. And I think that makes a difference. I think Henderson, Gini, maybe Thiago there. As you said, have Hendo and Gini at the back. Let Thiago go in front of that little diamond there at the front, feeding the tree. That could make all the difference. It could.
Yeah, but doesn't look like there's goals coming from anywhere else. You go back to last season, you got Van Dijk maybe getting up and popping up with the odd goal from a set piece, which we seem to be going short all the time. We're not even putting it into the box. We're that small, and we'd probably do the same against Burnley. We're too small to compete in that area. Or you had Fabinho in the centre of the park, either maybe playing one over the top or hitting a long ranger. Like there was goals being chipped in. Gini would have chipped in with a couple last year. He's not really done it this year. Henderson, apart from Crystal Palace, doesn't look like he's got a goal in him. It doesn't look like there's any goals in the side outside of the front 3, and the front 3 are just lacking in confidence.
I think we used all our goals up against Palace.
Yeah.
7 goals,
Don't say that. Listen,
no, but I mean, that game, that was a what's the word? That was like a shortcomings game. That was a false dawn. Everybody thought, right, boys, we're on it. And then the Spurs winner, the Bobby Firmino header injury time. Like, if that wouldn't have gave you confidence going forward to score goals. And Bobby Firmino, I'm not even on about his goal scoring record. It's his overall play. I really was disappointed about the other night. Some of his 6-10 yard passing, Keith, it wasn't even to the foot. I mean, simple passes. Confidence.
I know its confidence is gone as well. I don't think you can put it down to but listen, what those lads, I suppose, have given us for going on for 4 seasons. We've been on it for 4 seasons, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen at some stage, I suppose. Yeah. But for the 3 lads to fall off,
to keep going,
at the same time. Now, listen, if you're being really critical, the way teams are playing against us now at the moment, do we need to be turning the ball over that high up the pitch? We are going to have the lion's share of possession in most of the games that we play against, apart from maybe City, right? We are going to have the ball and plenty of the ball. the game at the moment is not about turning over possession higher up the pitch. I think a lot of teams, for whatever reason, whether it's COVID, that pressing game doesn't seem to be there for any team now at the moment. There's nobody pressing really hard at the moment. So do we need that? Now, even if you say, right, we don't need that, we've no one to put in it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think Klopp he's not going to change it, Keith. He's not going to change it.
I'd still rather start before Origi, and I'd still rather start him before anybody else. Yeah. When you look against the Palace game, it was Minamino who stepped up and kind of got the ball rolling. He scored the first goal. Do we need to freshen it up a little bit in terms of that?
Yes. Yes, we do.
But I think if we miss our first two chances, as we did against United, if we miss relatively, very good position chances, and if we don't convert them, I think the heads go down and the lads are like, oh no, here we fucking go again. And that's what it's at the moment. Here we go again. Yeah. And there's nobody really stepping up to take that, So we don't even we seem to be just going through the same patterns, trying to open the box the exact same way. Yeah. We were chatting about it even during the match on Sunday. The teams are so deep against us. It's a model for somebody just to step up and maybe take a shot around the semicircle, just outside the 18-yard box. There is so much space there in most games. Nobody seems to be willing to take that shot on. There's no long range shots. We're looking for tap-ins. We're looking for the easy goal, and it's not coming. So, and that's all down to confidence. It's all down to confidence.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
It will turn. It'll turn at some stage. I hope it turns Thursday. I hope there's an absolute.
Exactly. I mean, I'll take 1-0 right now, Keith. I don't care. It's just about the points. As I always say, points being prizes. It's about winning games. That's what it is, football. It's about scoring goals. Because if you don't score a goal, you're certainly not going to win the game. But
listen, on the plus side, like when you look at the table, like we've gone through an absolute shit show of a period, and we're still just 3 points off. We're 3 points off. We're still thereabouts. Now, it just needs to change, very quickly. Now, you probably have a better idea when Jota's back. If he's back within 2 weeks, I think he makes a massive difference to us. But
he's huge. I'll tell you, I'm just looking at the fixtures, right? We've got Burnley on Thursday. It's a tricky game. Remember, Burnley were a team that drew 1-1 on us last year at the end of the season to ruin our home wins in a row record. Remember that? The 1-1. Yeah. And I mean, that's what you're talking about could happen. We'd all the ball. We'd all the chance. I think their goalkeeper got man of the match in that game. Yeah. Like, your man scored a late equaliser. Do you remember? So that's what you're up against. Now, we've got United on Sunday, again, in the FA Cup. Now,
it's a free shot, really, isn't it?
It is, but to be honest, Keith, if, let's say we don't get a result, let's say another draw, a draw's as bad as a loss right now, to be honest. A draw means nothing. If we don't beat Burnley on Thursday night and then we go to Old Trafford really down in confidence and possibly get knocked out. I know we don't care about the FA Cup. We don't really care about it. But it'd be another knock to the confidence. You got to get on some sort of a roll. I think it has to start Thursday night.
Yeah, I think you got to look at them both separately, though, to be honest with you. Like, I think you're right. We need to get 3 points on Thursday night, because after that then we away to West Ham and then we're away to Spurs and our next two league matches. Huge games, right? Huge games. West Ham are playing very well at home now at the moment. I'm not too sure how they're doing this evening.
It was actually 1-0 with West Brom at the moment. I don't know if they won the game. But...
Yeah, and listen, Spurs as well, if they get an early goal against us, they're going to sit in and it's going to be the exact same thing. They'll try and counter-attack. It'll be very similar to the home game, So, listen, if we've any ambitions of doing anything, and like in the way you look at the league now at the moment, like it's top four as well that you need to be conscious of,
Yeah, right now as we speak, before we play Burnley, you'd have to have City as favourites. I hate saying it, we're the champions, but on form, squad-wise and everything, they're scoring goals for fun, and that's what you have to be doing.
Yeah, they're scoring goals.
I'd have City as outright favourites.
They're playing the best football. They're playing the best football, and there's no injuries.
They're keeping clean sheets and scoring goals. That's the winning mentality.
But they're winning well. They're playing good football.
Yeah, I'm not writing this off. It's too early for that. We're only halfway through the season, but we've got to change a lot of things, and we've got to get a lot going forward. We can do it. We've done it. 99 points, 98 points, Champions League win. Like, this team has been mentality monsters. I think the mentality monsters it's got to step up to a different level now in the next few games. As you said, look at the next 9 games. Liverpool, Burnley, Thursday. United in the Cup the weekend. It's Thursday, Sunday. Yeah. Spurs away is tough. West Ham away. Brighton at Anfield. City at Anfield.
Yeah.
Then Leicester away, and then Leipzig away. And then Everton
Derby.
Away.
Yeah.
Sorry, Everton at home.
Everton at home.
I mean, that's all within a month. 4 weeks. That's tough. That is tough. I mean, we got to be on our game. We got to be on our A game, A plus game. And as you said, Matip to get back in that defence, frees up Hendo. Let's hope Jota's back, maybe for the Spurs or West Ham game, maybe.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to bring anybody in. It looks unlikely now. It really does. It really does look unlikely now. It's not going to happen. So it's not doom and gloom. We're the champions. I mean, it took 30 years to get where we are. We've turned this team around, but I just think Thursday's huge. I don't care. 1-0, I take it right now.
If you look at the modern game in terms of the amount of football they're playing and the no breaks and getting to Champions League final, then 98 points and just coming short, winning the Champions League, then 99 points.
Red balloons, how the fucking unbelievable.
And then the fast start that we had into this season, and then just being absolutely ravaged by injuries. So,
and look, you have to say a bit of luck. Some things didn't go our way. Okay, you could say the year we got the 99 and 98 points. A lot of it went our way, to be fair now. A lot of things did, last minute goals and all. This year, a lot of bad luck with decisions by referees. Don't talk about VAR. Yeah. And then injuries at the wrong time to keep players. And another key fact, I think, which you have to throw in, never a pandemic, but no fans. And I think at Anfield especially, the team feeds off Anfield crowd. It's a 12th man. It definitely is.
Yeah. I think it also helps us we're away from home. The support is that strong and that vocal when they're away. I think it does make a difference, and that's gone this year. But listen, I think there's a lot of football now that's after catching up with us a little bit, to be honest with you. And I think. I don't know whether you watched Monday Night Football. Did you watch Monday Night Football?
Yeah, I did. I only caught a bit of it. Fill us in a bit what you see.
No, I suppose Carragher was just kind of looking through, I suppose, some of the...
Talking about the front three, I think, wasn't he?
Front three. He was talking about the front three, and just, I suppose, when the top sides around Europe, and it's very unusual for a front three to go into a fourth season. It's actually unusual to see the same front three go into the third season. So I think he was trying to get the point across that maybe it is time to start looking at refreshing the legs, and that all the three lads are approaching 30. Gary Neville was more to say, listen, there's still plenty more in the tank with the front three. They just played a huge amount of football, and sometimes with these things, maybe the truth is somewhere in the middle. To be honest with you, I think Jock came in and refreshed that up, would have pushed up that front three this year. But they're obviously, they're obviously, and the legs might be okay, but mentally, what has that done in terms of the lads just need a break, Yeah. It's difficult to keep doing that,
year in, year out, it's very hard. I mean, the pressure of the Champions League win, the 98, 99, but I mean, they were records in themselves, even though they didn't win the league that year. They won the Champions League and 98 points, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then last year, 99, looking for the 100-point record, didn't just get it, but an unbelievable. Haven't been beaten at home since April 2017. The thing about Liverpool is, and FSG, the owners, of course, is I think Liverpool will sell one of the front three. And it looks like it could be Salah, and I'll tell you why. You look at his age profile, you look at his contract situation. Liverpool will be saying to themselves, right, if we're going to sell one of the front three, it would have to be this season for the very fact, A, they're gone a bit stale. We might have to recoup it. But the only chance of getting money for one of them when the contract runs really low. You know what I mean? I think Salah probably have another year or so left after next year.
Yeah.
So they probably say, right, try to get the 100 million plus for Salah this summer, because that's what they do with the Moneyball team. Once you get close to 30, it's very, very hard to give a guy a 4-year deal on 300,000 a week or whatever. Absolutely. They just don't do it, Keith.
That's why it looks like Gini is gone in the summer, isn't it?
But that's why Gini, I think Gini is gone. I mean, he would have signed by now, surely, wouldn't he? If he wanted to stay, he would have signed by now.
I think he's absolutely gone. I think he's It was interesting comments I read today, something out of Salah's camp, or certainly I don't know, didn't really check into it.
It's up to Liverpool now. Yeah, that's it. That's the contract, what I'm talking about. I really do think Salah, possibility.
Basically saying, listen, this is not my decision. Make sure he's just keeping himself in tight with the fans. That if I'm going, it's the club's decision. It's not mine.
Yeah, you don't like hearing that now. It's the first time you probably heard it from Salah's camp, and that's probably his agent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now listen. It's too early to be talking about Salah leaving. We're fucking only halfway through the season, but I think something will happen definitely. I know there's all this Mbappe talk and Haaland talk. Because to be honest, we need someone like that. If Salah goes, you're going to miss his goals, no matter what anybody says about him. His goals and assist record has been unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I would wouldn't
You're going to say something controversial there?
No, I'm not really. It's just, I do think we absolutely need a bit of a shake-up.
Oh no, I'm not saying we don't. I'm just saying this summer, actually, I think someone will go. I just don't know which of the three. It looks like Salah right now.
We've always pretty much sold to build a team. You know, which one of the front three has the maximum amount of value if they want to do
Salah
that.
Salah has the widest worldwide appeal. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, Klopp is practical in that sense.
FSGR. You man Michael Edwards and the back, that staff in the background. I think Billy Hogan's, all the guys, the commercial managers in the background are looking at it. They're well ahead of us. They're months back going. They probably thought about this last summer, saying, well, next summer actually we're going to bring in. It's well ahead.
Listen, the wheels could already be in motion in a couple of bits.
That's the year, I'd say. Usually are. Big deals the year, you know.
And it's normally the agents, you know. I think there was an article in The Athletic there today just in relation to how modern deals are done. And it's not the CEO or the chief exec or one of those guys picking up the phone to the other team saying, listen, we have an interest in that player. Is he available? Because all the top clubs don't want that information going out there. They don't want to lose face if somebody starts laughing back at them and they start talking about them behind their back. So it's all done with agents and all that kind of stuff. So you wouldn't know what is going on. What's going on behind the scenes.
No. But as you say, I think you could be right. There will be some sort of a shake-up in the summer, but I hope there's a trophy at the end of the season, and we're not too worried about someone going. But as back to Thursday night, of course. What?
Would you take the FA Cup?
Keith, I don't rate it. Don't get me wrong. I want to beat United the weekend just because it's United, but it's not a rateable cup. It hasn't been for years, Keith. It used to be when we were kids in the 90s and 80s. It was huge. I remember as a kid kicking a ball around. It was all about the FA Cup.
Yeah. Sure, I watched a couple of the finals with you. I think the Champions League.
Well, when I was there.
Yeah. well, excuse you. Running off.
The Michael Owen one, especially.
I think you were 2 up when you walked out. You didn't walk out before we went 2-1 up.
Oh, my God.
But Champions League is a coin toss this year. It's an absolute coin toss.
Yeah. Leipzig won't be easy for us. But as I'm saying to you, if we can get Matip is the problem because hopefully he's back Thursday. When he's playing and he's fit, he is a good centre half. And
he's a fantastic centre half.
He frees up Hendo for us.
He's made of glass.
I know.
He's going to compete in that schedule we've come up. You just said we've got 9 matches in the space of 30 days.
That's
he's
it.
Not
I can't see
him do that.
Yeah,
he can barely do every second match.
Yeah, that's it.
So, I don't know.
I mean, will he play Thursday night and rest him for the cup game? Probably.
Should you do that? You definitely bring him in for the
Spurs away then on the following Thursday. Probably rest him.
Yeah.
I guarantee he won't play him against United.
It'd be interesting to see what side he puts out against United.
But what team do you think? So Burnley more or less picks itself if Matip's fit. Then he put Hendo in with Gini and Thiago. The front three, I don't think he's not gonna change the front three for Thursday night. He's giving them another chance at Anfield.
No, he might look to do something with maybe keep Shaqiri, keep him running, rather than put him in and take him back out again. He might give him a bit more of a run. He did okay in the first.
He did okay. Thought. I mean, 6 out of 10? I mean, I don't like giving players numbers out of 10.
But
it means nothing to me really.
No, he had a good length of time on the sideline, so you kind of maybe have to excuse on that. I thought he started well, I thought he was composed on the ball. I thought he linked up play very well, and with some better finishing, he would have been involved in maybe a goal or two. If you look at it that way, he could very well deserve his place maybe in there, and just moving Henderson in. I don't know. It really just depends. Burnley don't really have an awful lot of goals in them, have they? They're not scoring goals.
They're just like us.
yeah. Nil all over it.
Fuck's sake. No. See, the thing about Liverpool is now, even when we score and go 1-0 up, it's not like last year. There's a bit of apprehension there until we get the second, isn't it? There's apprehension.
I think it was there last year as well. We just
wasn't as much, Keith, for me anyway. I mean, I can only speak for myself. I always thought, especially when we Van Dijk on the fucking pitch. Think about it.
I don't care. I'm never comfortable with a 1-0. I've seen us so many times. Just leak a last minute goal, a last minute equaliser. So I'm never comfortable in a 1-0, no matter who it is or who we're playing.
So I think we're just both in agreement that Thursday night against Burnley is a must win, basically.
Yeah, well, listen, United was a must win, and the match before that was a must win. So it is.
The longer it goes, though, I mean, at home at Anfield, Burnley, don't beat them. I just. It just prolongs it. And then you have a tough one away to United, which is, will he play a full team or half a team? There's a possibility of getting knocked out there against your biggest rivals. And then you go into the Thursday. Spurs away isn't easy either. Yeah. You know what I mean? It doesn't get any easier, is what I'm saying.
Well, listen, if you looked at United's bench against their bench the weekend as well, they were far stronger on their bench. So even if they bring their bench on and we bring our bench on, to mix it up a bit on Sunday, on paper, they're going to have a stronger side out than we are, no matter what way you look at it.
Yeah. Can't get Jota back any quicker. That's the bloody problem. But Keith, I'll say 1-0 Liverpool. I'll stick to a 1-0 prediction. Now, I know you don't like 1-0, but you win at the final whistle now.
No, I just have a sense now this time that maybe a couple of things are going to change for us, to be honest with you. I can't see us going a fourth game without actually scoring a goal. So I'm going to go for maybe 2, possibly 3. I think we'll score more than once.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we'll take that and we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much for
talk to you later on. No problem. Appreciate
we'll see a lot more of you, buddy. Stay safe.
Talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers, bro.